Okay, you can't see much of what's going on here, but I'm up on the mountain and I've been a long ways back into the mountain, but I was on my way back down and I've had this thing kind of rigged up and I want to redo it anyway. I want to mount the light. Actually, I want to mount the other light back on it in addition to this one and be able to switch between the two so I can have a low and high beam, because I need a high beam tonight. But anyway, the light is, I can't put as much on the rack as I would like to because it'll obstruct the light, and also having the light right there is not very good, because as you can see it broke loose. Looks like I lost one of the bolts, and then the bracket broke where the remaining one was fastened right at the hole. So anyway, it started falling down, and I noticed that the light was shining, seemed to be shining lower than normal, you know, pointing further, you know, closer in front of me. But I hope you can hear me. Anyway, bottom line is that thing tore loose and the rack fell down onto my fender, and the light was pointed at the ground, and then the light started shutting off. So it's there's a minor wiring problem too. I hope that the light will stay on now. If it won't, then I'm going to have to stop and work on it some more, because I got to have my light to get back home. Because I rode the bike to here. I didn't haul it to here and then ride up the mountain. I rode it here from home and then rode it several miles on the mountain. Ran into a bunch of people, and in fact a group of motorcycles and four-wheelers went by just a few minutes ago and offered to help, but I told them I had it covered. But nice people. Everybody I've run into tonight has been, or today has been, really nice, and as is always the case when I come up here. So anyway, always carry zip ties on your back, always, because as you can see, I've got one zip tie on there right now, and I don't even need to be shining the flashlight around. My phone has a flashlight built in. So anyway, I've got one zip tie on it, holding it back in more or less the proper position, and I'll put at least two more to reinforce it, because I don't need it falling down again. So I should be able to make it back home again without further ado, hopefully. See, I didn't bring much of anything. I mean, I've got this bag. This bag stays on here. That's my tool bag. But I didn't bring any extra fuel or anything. And I'm down to probably half a tank now. But I'm pretty close to being down off the mountain. So I'll just reinforce this. Like I said, what I did, see this bar, I made this thing, and as a support for the rack, which used to be an oven rack. And this little bracket came with the triple tree, and so I just had it bolted on there and then bolted the bar onto it. Well, once it lost one of its bolts, the other one was off center and it wasn't enough to hold it on there. So anyway, like I said, I intended to rework that anyway. Now I'm definitely going to have to, but put a zip tie around the handlebar there, and then around this bar in front of the T to hold it, and I'll just put a couple more, and that ought to cover it. So this is the XL70, by the way. a lot of people I've run into up here seem to be quite interested in it.